Things are changing for the community I started out for in BRM5. I uploaded my first video May 21st of 2020, which is almost 4 years ago now, and that just doesn't sound right. So yeah, I'm going to talk about my experience and how things seem to be changing. When I started YouTube, my primary inspiration was probably Mike JTL. I loved watching his streams and trying to queue for those PvP matches
What's going on,
against his
boys? Welcome back
team
to
in
another stream. How you
BRM5
guys doing
and doing
today?
that over and over again.
I
Also,
are
his
great
those are
here
main
from the TL server.
streaming times and
Ready to
TC3
stream?
matches. I'd
Oh,
love those. I'd
hell
stay
yeah.
up late for that stuff.
Who's excited
And
right
the other
now? Let's
motive
get
for
some hype in
starting
the chat.
YouTube was honestly hoping one day that I can use this to reach people. These skills that I've learned in content and media creation for the gospel. For any of you that know me, well, you know I'm serious about my faith in a carpenter from Nazareth born 2,000 years ago, seriously. And I still remember praying that my channel would do good, telling him that I could use it for him one day. And so I do plan to have a Christian channel actually down the line. I've kind of started working on one, but I haven't really committed to it. I want to give myself some more time to settle in certain specifics. And, you know, I'm still focusing on schoolwork, and I still have this channel. Going back to talking about Beer and 5, of course, and just how I got onto Discord, actually, that was by Mike's faction. So, Mike JTL, he had a faction. I was going on 13, so I was like, awesome, I want to do this. So that's how I got into the community more, because obviously, you can only get so much into the community just playing the game and doing Roblox live streams on YouTube. Discord is where a lot of those communities lie. So I got in there, and I actually went on to be a sergeant eventually in his faction, Mike's faction, and that was fun. During this time is when my channel was at its beginnings, and I was so hyped for it. Like, y'all have no idea. Just go watch my excitement in the 100 subs video I have. I can link that below. But you can just tell how excited I was to start seeing numbers and get that community. The funniest thing to look back on is that I think I kind of felt that it would have been good if I was included in the podcast with Nar, Mike, and Rhino and Kit, all those guys back in like October 2020. Like, it was so stupid. I also felt like I should maybe be recognizing those dev blogs from back then. I think I had 88 subs. Like, I must have been crazy. There's no way that I thought that I was in that realm of recognition, but I did. I was just so excited for it. I felt like a part of things because I was just getting involved in a lot and making a bunch of videos. Man, I was uploading so much. Really, for that first year, I uploaded way more, maybe more than I have in the last 2 years. So definitely was very active at that time and a little bit overconfident in my abilities. And now looking back, obviously this is the same for every YouTuber. Your content is not as good as you thought it was. But I would say it was, you know, going after that 100 subs time, give myself what, another 5 6 months, and I started to kind of meet some other of my YouTube friends. J that K, man, like truly a friend. J that K was great to have as a sort of a YouTube partner. We would do collabs all the time. We still have up until this day. And also there was other YouTubers like Alpha. If y'all remember Alpha, he had a big community that he built up really quick. He was a really fun guy to be around. Definitely would talk very interestingly, make people laugh, and so that was a fun time. And both of them aren't uploading now, so think about all those experiences and all the challenges that I would do with them, streams, and even with my early community. Most of my channel was built with doing just basically challenges with my early community on Discord. I would just get 5 of them on, and we'd do like striker versus striker, PvP stuff, and people would just watch it on YouTube. I don't know why. It doesn't seem that interesting to me now. But yeah, and there's also other things that kept me excited, like the inner workings post updates I'd get from like KitKat and later Panzer. Not like I was getting some information y'all aren't really, but just like, I'd ask questions about different things and they'd give me updates and some cool insights, and that was always really fun. And that's still happening more closer to today too, and that's always awesome. Um, but you look at, what's going on today in the YouTube realm, and I don't upload as much as I used to. I don't think Mike really has uploaded as much as he used to in his early days for a while. And Jay has kind of, stopped making Beer 5 content. He's going to focus a little bit more on the content he likes, and then he might actually be stopping YouTube, which is sad, but I'm happy for him. Whatever he wants to do. And I don't think I already said, obviously, Alpha, he stopped content. Maybe I said that earlier. But so a lot of those guys, they've kind of stopped. and that was kind of like, my little group. There's still some other great guys out there. Like we still got Taco uploading a lot. Was actually just playing PvP with him the other day, and he focuses on PvP obviously. But yeah, I really think that the community is gonna miss Jay, at least in specific, because I know a lot of our community mixes, and definitely sad he's not doing as much. But I completely get it, and I'm sure I'm gonna be leaving, Beer and Five someday. I don't think that's gonna be soon, but I get it, and he's focusing on life. But that was definitely a great run and a great community, and I think a lot of our people know each other, and so there was a lot of good interaction there across our Discord platforms and YouTube platforms, and yeah, all that stuff was great. I plan to continue my content for a while, like I said. Hopefully, even thinking of more great ideas, and I'm really hopeful for BRM5's Gen 4 update, and I hope that mixes things up in a really good way, gives some more interesting gameplay and feel of the game, really changes it enough to where it's a new experience, not completely changing the game, but obviously when you do a programming rework, that mixes things up. It did too much, so when we went to Resurgence, in my opinion, there just wasn't as much refinement as there should have been yet, but yet it was a huge change, and it just didn't seem like Viper. It was almost a new game. You could call it BRM6, and Nar actually did that. Um, but yeah, so looking forward to that part of the game, and just to see what Gen 4 is like, and it's fun to look back on the old PL5 videos of like, I don't know, there was a Gen 2 demo or something, just seeing how far the game's come. I can link that in the description too, because that's kind of cool to look at. And there's also some YouTubers that are coming up. I'm sure I don't know everybody, but one guy I've seen recently is Yeens Shack is his YouTube name, I think. I'll link that down below in the description, and he's got some great long form content. He did something on factions and some other stuff. But I just enjoy just listening to that. Long form content is a lot more work, and I prefer it. Like when I listen to YouTube, it's not really on BRM5 normally, long form, but I do listen to long form. When I'm busy work doing something, but I can still listen. I love that sort of stuff. So I think Inshak has got a great little spot in what he's doing, and y'all can definitely check him out. You can say Orange sent you if you want, or Randigilla. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I just felt like chatting for a little bit, having a little bit of a longer video, talking about BRM5, my experience with this community, how good it's been, and just thanking you guys for staying throughout it. Even though, I'm not uploading as much, like, y'all are still very much an active community. I'll go into Discord, y'all be chatting. Film crew even, I have less people on there, but y'all, 3 months apart, 4 months apart, I'll say there's a film, and boom, I have like 20 people, and y'all be in the call, and we get to make something. So that's really fun to me because I love creating things, and you need people to create things, and so I'm thankful for you guys for staying there as long type fans. I know some of you have been here since very close to the beginning. Credible is a name that comes to mind. There's a bunch of you. Y'all know who you are. A lot of them have true fan rank in my Discord, is what I call it. It's just to help me recognize the OGs and people that chat a lot. If y'all aren't in my Discord, by the way, you can totally join that. Discord link is going to be in the description below. That's pretty much it. I hope y'all have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you in the next one.